In week number 9, the only story in town, George Hensley, 278, 279, and not only did he score well, the Pins reacted accordingly. The crowd loves him. He unseated the reigning king, Jason Sebastian, and he is going to be a pocket full of trouble for anybody that comes down the pike. We're going to have to see who that's going to be in week 10. Hello, everybody. Welcome to week number 10 of the BPA King of TV Bowling. I'm your host, David NEWRATH, and we are going to be bringing you the action. You watched it last week. A fantastic match. Hensley, Mr. Hensley, we're going to call him, 278, 279, blistered the lanes. Can he do it again this week? You're going to have to stay tuned because we're going to be back with the action in just a few minutes. Stay with us. Week 10, Steve Bruck against Nick Vogelgesang. The matches keep getting better. These two guys have squared off many, many times before. They are friendly. But once the pins start flying around,
things get ugly real quick.
The gloves come off. And that's not the way you want to start the game against Steve Bruck.
I guess we could say Nick Vogelgesang is a homeboy from down here in Lawrenceburg. Of course, we are at Durbin Lane. Nick Vogelgesang averaging up in the 220s.
Forever.
Actually, excuse me, 238.
Yeah,
I was off by 10.
Right, he was in the 220s when he was 12, I think.
41 300 games and 12 800 series for Nick. Wow.
Well, his numbers are so far beyond human. Oh, he's something else. He's just on another planet, another level of playing. Steve Bruck, a little more conventional, but still a very, very good player. Both players going high early, Jen.
I don't see how it could be jitters because both of these gentlemen have been here time and time again. And I don't think the lanes broke down that quickly, so probably just a little soft, but when they're opening shots.
Well, we'll find out as
Steve Bruck, an excellent spare shooter.
Yes, he is. I have to agree with you. He's made a lot of money in grind-out tournaments, and those are the ones that we have you go to and make spares. You can see the King Division scores. Steve Bruck, 788. Nick right behind him with 768. Scott Gabbard, 725. Ron Holiday, 705. And Rick Pollard.
Ricky Pollard.
692. From Indiana Way. That's more better. That's
great
more better.
Shot. Getting the head pin to do all the action there.
Take a look at the light shaker. The head pin is going to barely get touched as the ball comes in. It's going to go to the left-hand wall right here, comes off the wall 4 into the 10. And you talk about a guy who doesn't waste any time, Jen. Nick Vogelgesang just gets up and rares and throws.
Nick describes his style as grip it and rip it. I love that, and that is so true.
Him and John Daly, right? Grip it and rip it. We have had some of the shortest matches in BPA King of Bowling history when Nick Vogelgesang was on. So stay tuned, folks. When his ball gets back, you got to watch quick or else he's gone. There you see the scoreboard. We are looking at 9 in the first frame for Nick with an open. Steve Bruck, 20, and he's going to try to solve that. Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Solid 9. What are you going to do? You know?
This ball is so wicked. Watch it cut through the pocket. The 9 pin, all the way in the back row to the right-hand side center. Watch it here. The 5 pin whirls around, misses it. I think that was the 2 getting catapulted, just missing it. And miss it this time.
Nicholas Allen Tarpley, as a matter of fact, is his coach. You bowl league with him, I wonder?
Well, if he's got Alan Tarpley as his coach, that's another thing he'll have to just try to get over, you know. It's I loved Alan. He's been around. As a matter of fact, he showed up here a little earlier today. I don't know where he is now. I guess he took a hiatus. I don't know. Steve Bruck he looks confused, Jen.
Yeah, he really is. Not typical at all of his form, going high twice, age 42, averaging all deuces, 222, 26, 300 games. He's well on his way to 36, let's put it that way. 500, 800 series. Really great scores.
With 5 800 series, my goodness. I mean, that is the incredible feat. Anybody can shoot an 800 series. It's got my respect.
What was your high series, David?
I had 1 800 in my life. It was 803, and then we can take the 790s, and I can't count those.
I understand.
But only one time was I able to get there, and the ball weighed 29 pounds. I guarantee you.
I understand.
I understand you had a 300 this week. Come on, tell me about it.
All these years, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. It finally happened, and all I can tell you is it was very godlike. I felt remarkably calm in the 10th frame. Something came over me, relaxed me, and I said it was time, and it was.
It is time, Luke.
It's time, child.
I am your father. Go shoot a 300.
Well, it was exciting.
Well, it's something that all of us look for in a game. You've got your city titles. You've got all these other state things you've been doing for the first 300.
Yeah, feels great.
Congrats.
Thank you very much.
Congrats. Back to the 10 pin, however, which has stopped a lot of 300 games.
A scout without a watch, a little late.
Scout, no.
I didn't think there was any scouts without watches. It was part of their being to be on time and everything. Well, very tight match here. Nick has a little bit of an edge.
3 pins is the edge that he has at this point. That's only because Mr. Bruck opened in the 4th frame. There you see him, age 30, averaging 238. No, that's not a misprint. 41 300s, 12 800 series. Get a life. Nick is just too much of a player. And you're not seeing what he is capable of right
he's
now.
He's talking to himself. That is never a good sign when you're Nick Vogelgesang. Usually exuding tons of confidence.
And a spin. Well, I felt a breeze. They must have opened the sky wing for the Fuji blimp to come in again. I think we're going to be seeing some of more aerial shots. Oh, wait, it's not the Fuji blimp. It's the Goodyear blimp. Yes, be circling here over Steve Bruck's head. Steve trails by 2 pins going into his 5th frame. See what he can do about that.
Great pitch, solid in the pocket.
Crush. Oh, man, here it is. The Goodyear blimp came in. We've got them all. This show is so big. You see him stopping well behind the foul line there, a good foot, and that is not typical of Steve Bruck. Normally he's up there within 1 or 2 inches.
The King George Hensley behind us looking on, behind our table, approving of that sky view shot.
Well, yeah, it's not too bad.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
A slight smirk out of Steve.
Oh, he's going to have to go quick to get this one. The head pin is going to flop around. Pin action is going to be a little wicked, but the 2 is going to go down late. Nick is up and ready to bowl. Nick doesn't really give you time for a replay.
He is extremely quick.
Just wants to get up and do his thing. Our guys in the truck, I mean, there's smoke coming off the replay wheel, just trying to get him on the air here when Nick's bowling. There we go. All right. There's the spare. Well, many weeks we have complained a little bit about slow bowling, but our king isn't complaining. He's back there just joking. There's a buddy of mine. I'm not sure I should mention any names. I think he's supposed to be working today.
King George.
Oh, yeah, King George in his port.
That's Jester's, maybe.
Watch this. You want to see why Nick's got all the scores? Well, that ball gets down a little short. A lot shorter than I'm normally used to seeing him throw. 4-9 was the last 2 pins to go down. Mr. Bruck, right-hand lane, working on a double.
Uh-oh, he's going to put the pedal to the metal now. He's ready to go. 3 frames left. On a roll, remarkably, Nick waiting until the 7th frame to get his first strike, but check out this action. Absolutely great. Left-hand side of the rack goes all the way off. Superb.
Superb is correct. 19 pins is in his pocket. He's going to shoot in the 8th. Starts sounding like that golf announcer. I better quit that stuff. Goofy guy, I never liked him anyway. Stone 9 to end the string. Nick is wondering, okay, mathematically, I'm still in this game. I don't think Nick ever thinks he's out of the match.
Absolutely not. Not when you have the striking power that he has. Anything can happen. It's just so remarkable. It's taken Nick 6 frames to finally post that first strike. Actually, his first one coming in the 7th, working on one now. We'll see if he can make it a double. And we will confirm that he has these lanes all figured out right here.
This will tell how he's going to finish. It's there. It's there.
There you go. When he finds it, he sticks with it. I can guarantee you that.
There you see Herb pointing on the left.
Consulting with our ABC representative, Greater Cincinnati Men's Bowling Association, and the ABC working together.
To watch one of the most perfect strikes of the match, and Nick registers it in the 8th frame for his first double of the match. Wow. That's all. I didn't see a turn signal, but it went left.
Sure did.
This ball looked great right here, and then it just makes a left-hand turn, hooks right up into the nose. Fortunate to only leave the 4-pin. Nick, you know, 5-6 years ago, Jen, we can remember when Nick was on the show, and any spare was, you know, your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, if he's good. Yeah. But now he's turned into a very good spare shooter.
Absolutely.
Well, Steve Bruck can run away and hide if he would choose to strike in this, the 9th, 10th, and 11th frame. It'll be all over. He needs this one. Well, don't go away. Don't go away. This match isn't over.
It's going to tighten up things considerably.
Well, that cuts his lead down to 5 pins, Jim, and he's got a spare at best. And this spare is not something I ever enjoyed shooting, but you just kind of look at it. You've got the 3, 6, 7, 10. You just try to shoot it like you would a baby split, a 3-10, and if you do that, there's a real good chance you're going to make it. It's in the area. Oh, no!
Run right around it. How disappointing is that, Dave?
He shoots it as well as you can possibly shoot for it. You look for it. Watch the 3-pin. The only pin I want your eyes on, right there, it's going to go to the left-hand side of your screen. Go, 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 go. It should bounce off and take the 7-pin out. Does not do it. Gets the unbelievably bad break, and he is devastated. Trailing by 6. 1 frame to go. Needs to strike. That's close.
Well, what does Steve Bruck do when he needs to put it right in the pocket? Exactly that. Post his first strike. Of course, 1 isn't good without the match to it, so he's going to need to really work hard on this second ball in the 10th.
198, his potential, should he strike out in the 11th and 12th. Nick Vogelgesang can still get to a 200 game, so no matter what he does, well, what do you think, Jen? Makes it a little more interesting, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and of course, Nick Vogelgesang is the Super Bowl high roller champion of last year. He knows how to put matches away in the 10th frame, tons of experience, and I think that that's what we're dealing with right here.
Well, that's the amazing thing. Right now, this is a critical, critical shot. Count is important, and he gets the count.
Well, where are we at? Looks like Nick is going to need a double.
Nick is going to... Walt, here, Walt just gave me the... The situation is this. A double and 5 to win.
Thanks, Walt.
Thanks, Walt. Well, here.
Here's the first one.
Here, Walt. Fix that up now. Okay, it's good. Now, we've got the updated version again. A strike and 5 to win. Hold on, it's my broker. See, folks, you think we know what we're doing? No. This man takes care of us. A strike here, and he can win. He cuts it short.
Oh, unbelievable. Just not Nick's day today.
Cuts it short. Oh, so much. Thanks, Walt. Didn't work.
Well, we're going to be looking at Steve Bruck going against King George Hensley.
Well, that puts away match number 2 for week 10. Nick Vogelgesang tries to pull it out with 193, but Steve Bruck's 198 earns him the right to move into the championship match against King George. Stay with us. We'll be right back.